Apocalypse Bringer Mynoghra. Y'all let me know if I'm saying that right. How'd you feel about these first couple episodes?
And this is funny because like he just like basically gets like isekai into like a video game.
Yeah.
Right?
Basic premise.
Like when I first saw the screen, it looked so like pixelated, and I was like, "Nah, I'm not about to watch this, bro."
It did look
like I was like, "What is this? You got me watching some BS already." But then it turns out he got like pushed into a video game. So I was like, "All right, let me calm down," because I wasn't having it. And then first he sees this elf girl that he's been in love with like his whole life, I guess, right? He was glazing her like he's like he's never seen a girl before. Well, whatever, regardless, he was so in love with her like forever. And then she starts glazing him, and he's like, "Nah, this can't be real."
Yeah. I like it. Mutual glaze, though.
Yeah. So they turned out they really like each other, but they decided they want to build an empire together.
It's like the game.
But he knows because he's played it before, so he kind of knows like how it works.
No, 100%. I feel like this one was very interesting just off the synopsis. Because we've all seen the isekai into a video game trope, right? We've seen it hundreds of times at this point. But what was interesting about it was like the focus on the civilization building. You know what I mean? It really felt like homie got sucked into like a Forex like game, like not like the trading, but like the like Civilization like 6 type of game. You know what I mean? Which I feel like is pretty cool.
No, yeah,
and we've seen like something similar in terms of like Overlord is kind of like that, right? Where he kind of has this like civilization, but this one focuses really more in on the like administrative portion of those type of games, right?
Yeah, right.
Where you have to exactly like he's not really like an OD main character in the sense of him like building out like his own power systems and powers. Like he legit is just like the admin of this kingdom, and he can do OD stuff that's OP in the perspective of that type of a game. You know what I mean? Instead of just him blasting lasers and doing like crazy stuff as a god, because essentially that's what he is. Because we see when the dark elves that end up being in the same like starting location as him pull up on him, bro, they see him like he is like worse than the devil.
He's just like completely dark,
bro. They can't even like perceive him.
He's nuts. Like literally the nicest dude ever.
And you in the next couple episodes, because after the first episode, right, the dark elves have their own situation. They're getting like persecuted and stuff. He ends up taking them in as refugees. But like once he finally like accepts them into his kingdom and they become his citizens, like the one warrior dude always like, "What do you mean?" Like he always says something nice, and he's like, "What you mean we're not starting the war?"
He's so confused. Like, "I'll slaughter them all." And he's like, "Hey man, that's scary."
Right.
And he's just like, "Oh."
He's like, "Aren't you the Apocalypse Bringer?"
He's like,
"King of Ruin."
This guy's a pacifist, man.
What the hell? I don't blame him.
But then we find out his elder is over here trying to one up him every second.
Yeah, that's
so now they're like fighting for like who's gonna be the best worker, I guess.
Thanks. Why you sunning like that's little bro? Yeah. Why you sunning him so bad for no reason? It's a little crazy, man. But so far, I feel like the cast of characters is pretty interesting. The show's pacing, I would say, for the first 3 episodes is a little slow.
Yeah,
like it's not bad pacing per se because they are really like setting up like the systems of how the world works and even like the world building, like literally as we start to see like all these different nations and like what their alignments are. It definitely really feels like I'm watching a playthrough. Yeah, like I'm watching a YouTuber playthrough of one of these type of games. You know what I mean? But aside from that, I'm pretty interested in this.
I'm only interested. I wasn't as interested as when we first started watching it, but then I picked it up and actually looked at it a little bit more. I'm like, this is actually kind of fire.
Yeah, it's kind of original.
It's like, it's given that video game Civilization Revolution for me. That's my favorite one.
That's fair.
And it's a vibe.
That's goated right
It's there. Like a different type of vibe that I wasn't ready for, and I really like it a lot.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say, like I said, it's the first anime to try this trope.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's the first one to stick so faithfully to just the kingdom building parts, Because Reincarnated as a Slime kind of does this. But like, it's more so focused on Rimuru being OD. You know what I'm saying? Like, he tries to use his kingdom, and when worse comes to work, Rimuru just gonna do what he gotta do. You know what I mean? And this one, we haven't really seen him do anything for sure. I mean, he just tries to summon heroes and like increase his resources in order to like get ahead of the game.
Well, we noticed he can bring stuff from like the real world though.
Yeah, that's busted.
So that's pretty cool. That's what I think. But and then he like brought back like how he brought food for all the elves and stuff.
Yeah.
And then she's the nerd lady. She said she made the grapes. Like she grew the grapes in the ground.
Yeah.
And that's when we realized he's like, oh, I can do anything. And she thought it was a bad thing. You remember? She like freaked out. And she's like, did I do something wrong?
Let's do that.
And I was like, nah, this is only
Genius.
the beginning.
Yeah. So it's definitely cool, man. I can't wait to see how he stacks these advantages and like how they deal with certain like I guess threats really. Because so far, from what we've seen, it seems like he's just gonna send his heroes out to like low-key take care of any problems that they have. But I already know at some point the good aligned civilizations are gonna really start to peep him, and that's really where we're gonna start to see like the real conflict of this show and like how he's gonna be able to really adjust and figure things out. But so far, honestly, it's just a pretty cool anime, man.
Yeah, I like it.
I kind of recommend it if you're into like those kind of games, especially. I think you'll really get a kick out of it. If not, then it's just an interesting premise, but based off of things you've already seen before.
Yeah, I don't know. His right hand elf is a little bit unhinged. I feel like she doesn't know exactly what he really wants yet because he's not really like speaking up the way he should be. I mean, he steps in
though because she remembers everything from their playthroughs.
Oh, I know, but I'm saying like she still be saying some crazy stuff, and then he has to come butt in and be like, "Hey, man, chill."
That's because she be trying to hard negotiate.
Yeah, for real. But he be catching her sometimes. But hey, man, calm down.
Yeah, you gotta do all that. But nah, it's cool, man. Honestly, this one I would rate it. I'd rate it a very strong 7.5.
That's not bad.
It can go higher if you enjoy like these type of games because you're gonna get more of the references of like how he's talking about things and his resource management. But like if you were just like a regular anime fan who stumbled upon this, I think like it's like a 7.5. You know what I mean? Like it's a solid little anime. Animation's nothing too crazy. Pacing's all right, but I can't tell you any more about it because we haven't really gotten to like see him have to deal with anything yet, really.
Yeah, right now he's just building his lifestyle.
Yeah,
and they look like they're about to start living good though. From what I was seeing,
they're cooking up. They definitely cooking up. Y'all let us know if y'all seen this Apocalypse Bringer show, man. What did y'all think about it? Comment down below. And aside from that, like, comment, subscribe. Got y'all. Peace.